Hey everyone, and welcome back to AI Podcast. We are always super excited to dive into new AI tools, and today we've got one that's really caught our eye.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Lovable, and it's this platform that lets you build web apps just by
Just by saying it.
just describing what you want.
Using plain English.
No coding needed.
That's right.
It's pretty wild,
Yeah,
right?
it's very cool.
So we thought we'd bring in, our expert here to help break it down.
Of course.
Give us the inside scoop on Lovable.
Yeah, happy to.
So first things first, what exactly does Lovable do?
So Loveable is a platform that's powered by AI that allows you to create web applications just by describing your ideas in plain English.
So I have an idea for an app and I just tell Lovable and it just makes it.
That's exactly right.
Wow. Okay.
It's like having a developer who understands exactly what you want, but you don't need to know any code.
That's amazing. I'm already impressed.
It's really cool.
So is this like drag and drop stuff or is it actually
No,
like...
it's real code generation.
Yeah.
It goes beyond those low-code, no-code tools you might have seen before.
Okay.
Lovable generates the code for your entire application, from the front end that users see to the back end databases.
The whole thing.
Everything.
So like full stack development.
Yeah, full stack developer.
Okay, this is huge.
It is.
So where does this fit in the tech world? Like, is this the beginning of the end for coding?
Well, I don't know about the end of coding, but
Okay.
it's definitely a sign of things to come. Lovable is a part of this new wave of AI tools that are changing how we think about creating software.
Yeah.
It's definitely making it easier for people who don't know how to code to bring their ideas to life.
So it's like leveling the playing field.
That's exactly right.
That's awesome.
It's opening up so many possibilities for people.
Yeah.
For entrepreneurs and creative people and small businesses, anybody with an idea.
I love that. Okay, so where does Lovable operate? Is this a global thing?
Yes, it's a cloud-based platform, so you can access it from anywhere with an internet connection. It was founded in Stockholm, Sweden,
Cool.
but anyone can use it.
Awesome.
It's global.
Okay, so no matter where I am, I can just log in and start building my dream app.
Exactly.
I love that. Okay, so let's get into like the nitty-gritty here.
Okay.
What makes Lovable really stand out? Like, what are some of the coolest features?
Okay, well, one of the most remarkable things about Lovable is its natural language processing interface.
Okay.
This is where the magic happens.
Right.
You literally describe your app idea like you're talking to a friend, and Lovable's AI turns it into code.
What?
Yeah.
Like, how detailed can you get with that? Can I really make a complex app just by like talking to it?
Yeah, it's surprisingly intuitive.
Really?
You can say things like, I want a button that changes color when you click it. Or I need a form to collect information, and it gets it.
Well, hold on.
It understands and makes the code.
So can I be like, I want my app to look like a retro video game? And it'll just do it.
That's right.
Wow, okay.
It can even handle the layout and the visuals.
So I don't even have to worry about design.
You don't.
Wow, okay, so it's like a designer and a coder all in one.
Exactly.
This is amazing. Okay, but what about the tech stuff? Does Lovable connect to databases and all that?
Yeah, it handles everything.
Wow.
Even database management.
Right.
They've partnered with Supabase, which is a really user-friendly database platform.
Okay.
So you don't have to set up servers or write any database queries.
Oh my gosh.
It's really easy.
You've sold me. I think this is way more than just hype,
It really is.
but I'm guessing there's more, right? What other cool features does it have?
Well, think about working on an app with a team and everyone has different ideas.
Yeah, that can get messy.
Lovable has real-time collaboration features.
Okay.
So multiple people can work on the same app at the same time and see each other's changes as they happen.
Oh, wow. So it's like Google Docs, but for app building.
That's a great way to put it.
That's amazing. Okay, but what about like if I have a sudden idea for a new feature, can I just add it in without messing everything up?
Absolutely. They have something called branching, which lets you create separate versions of your app to test out new ideas.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about breaking the main version.
Oh, that's smart.
You can experiment, and if it works, you merge it back in.
Oh,
If it doesn't, you just discard it.
I love that.
Oh.
Okay, but what about later on down the line? Like, what if I want to make changes to the code directly?
Yeah, Lovable has you covered there, too.
Okay.
They have full GitHub integration,
All right.
so you can sync your code to GitHub and make any changes you want using any code editor.
So I have complete control over the code.
You do. You own your code.
Wow. Okay, so I'm not stuck with Lovable's platform forever.
Nope, not at all.
I love that. All right, so we've established that Lovable is super powerful,
Yeah.
flexible, and user-friendly.
It really is.
But who's actually using it? Who benefits the most from this approach to app development?
Well, they have a really diverse user base, but there are a few groups that come to mind.
Okay, let's break it down.
Who benefits and why Lovable is such a good fit?
Yeah, who are these groups?
Well, one group is product teams.
Okay, product teams.
Think about designers, marketers, product managers, all working together on an app idea.
Yeah, but sometimes those ideas don't always translate well, right?
Right. It's tough to bridge the gap between the creative vision and the actual technical execution.
Totally.
And that's where Lovable comes in.
Okay.
It lets those non-technical team members actually participate in the development process.
So instead of just handing off designs, they can actually build prototypes and stuff.
Exactly. They can experiment with features and see their ideas come to life.
Wow.
It's a much more collaborative and iterative approach.
That's awesome. So it's like breaking down those walls between departments and making everyone work together more smoothly.
Exactly. And that streamlined workflow is really valuable for another group, entrepreneurs and indie hackers.
Ah, yeah, the people building their dreams with like no resources.
That's right. And for them, speed is everything.
Yeah, they got to move fast.
They need to be able to test their ideas, get feedback, and iterate quickly.
And Lovable lets them do that.
It does. It eliminates all that back and forth between coming up with an idea and actually building it.
So they can focus on like perfecting their product and getting it out there.
That's right.
So it's like the lean startup method, but with AI.
Exactly. But there's another group we shouldn't forget about: product designers.
Yeah, I feel like designers often get stuck in this weird place between the concept and the final product.
It's true.
They make these beautiful designs, but then turning them into code is a nightmare.
It is. Traditionally, they'd design in tools like Figma, and then developers would have to translate that into code.
Yeah, and that's so prone to errors.
It is, and it's frustrating for everyone.
Totally. But Lovable changes that.
It does. With Lovable, designers can see their designs become real apps right away.
Whoa. So it's like a dream come true for designers.
It is.
Wow. Okay, so we've got product teams, entrepreneurs, designers.
Right.
Is there anyone Lovable doesn't work for? Like, what about software engineers? Do they even need Lovable?
Actually, Lovable can be a huge time saver for developers, too.
Really?
It's not about replacing them. It's about making them more efficient.
Okay, so instead of doing all the boring, repetitive coding tasks, they can focus on the more complex stuff.
Exactly. Think about all the time they spend building basic UI elements or fixing bugs.
Yeah, that can be soul-crushing.
It can, and Lovable takes care of all that.
Wow.
So they can focus on things that really need their expertise, like architecture and performance and security.
So it's like having a superpowered assistant
Yeah,
that handles all the tedious tasks and lets them be more creative.
that's a great way to think about it.
And as AI gets better and better, this kind of collaboration between humans and machines is just going to become more important.
Absolutely.
It's really exciting.
It is.
You know, it's striking me that Lovable isn't just about building apps faster or cheaper.
Yeah,
It's about solving problems.
you're right. It's about giving people the tools to tackle challenges in a more efficient and creative way.
I love that. Okay, so let's dive into some specific examples of how Lovable is actually solving real-world problems.
Okay, let's do it.
One of the biggest challenges in software development is just how long it takes to build an app.
You're right.
It's infamous for missed deadlines and budgets.
Absolutely.
And Lovable really shines here, right?
Oh,
Because AI can translate those natural language descriptions into code so much faster.
right. It drastically reduces development time.
So instead of months, we're talking like days or even hours.
That's right. And that speed has real benefits for businesses.
Yeah, imagine a startup being able to launch their product weeks ahead of the competition.
Exactly. That kind of agility can make all the difference.
Absolutely. But speed isn't the only problem Lovable addresses.
Right.
There's also the issue of accessibility.
Yeah.
Not everyone can afford to hire a bunch of developers
Right.
or has the time to learn how to code.
And that's where Lovable's power to democratize comes in.
Okay.
By removing that need for coding expertise, it opens up app development to so many more people.
I love that. It's not just for the elite anymore.
Exactly. It's for anyone with an idea.
Wow. So imagine like a teacher building an app for their students.
Right.
Or a small business owner creating a tool to help them run their business.
Exactly. All without writing any code.
It's like giving a voice to people who have been left out of the tech world.
Absolutely. And that leads to more innovation and better solutions.
Totally. But even with a great idea and a fast development process, Things can still go wrong if the team isn't working together.
Yeah, collaboration is key.
But it can also be a huge source of frustration.
You're right.
Miscommunication, conflicting changes, version control nightmares, it's all too common.
It is.
It's like trying to build a house with a team of architects who are all speaking different languages.
Right. But Lovable solves that problem with its real-time collaboration features.
Okay, so multiple people can work on the same project at the same time.
Yeah, and they can see each other's changes instantly.
So everyone's literally on the same page.
Exactly. And that means better communication, fewer errors, and a smoother development process.
Wow. Okay, so we've talked about Lovable's problem-solving abilities.
Mm.
But what about some real-world examples?
Wow, let's get into that.
Are there any specific cases where Lovable has made a real difference?
Absolutely. There are tons of examples of people using Lovable to build amazing things.
All right, let's hear about them. I'm eager to hear how people are actually putting Lovable to work.
One example is this marketing agency that used Lovable to build a landing page for a new product launch.
Okay.
They were able to create this landing page with like email sign-up forms and a countdown timer, all in under 2 hours.
Wow, that's incredible.
And they said they were blown away by how easy it was to use.
2 hours. That's amazing.
It is, especially considering all the features they were able to include.
Yeah, that's super impressive.
And there's another example I really like.
Okay.
This user who is really praising Lovable for how intuitive it is.
Okay.
They were saying that they were able to build a front end for an app even though they don't have much technical experience.
That's so cool.
It is, and they were able to use it to create prototypes for clients.
Wow. So they were able to turn their ideas into something tangible that they could actually show to people.
That's exactly right.
That's amazing.
It's really empowering.
It is.
And there are so many more examples out there.
That's really cool.
It's clear that Lovable is making a real impact.
Yeah, it's exciting to see how people are using it.
It is.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about what Lovable is and what it can do,
Yeah.
but let's look ahead to the future.
Okay.
What's next for Lovable?
Well, they're always working to improve the AI's capabilities.
Okay,
So making it even better at understanding natural language and generating code.
so we can expect even more powerful features and functionalities in the future.
That's right. And they're also working on integrating with more third-party services.
Okay,
So expanding the possibilities of what you can build with Lovable.
that's exciting. Like what kind of integrations?
Well, imagine connecting your app to things like payment gateways or social media platforms or even hardware devices.
Wow, all without writing any code.
Exactly. It would open up a whole new world of possibilities.
That's amazing.
And they're also exploring AI-assisted design.
AI-assisted design. Okay, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, so you could describe the visual style of your app in plain English, and the AI would generate designs for you.
Wow, so the AI would actually design the app.
It would help with the design process.
That's incredible. It's like AI is taking over everything.
Well, not quite, but it's definitely changing the way we do things.
It really is.
It's a reminder that technology is all about empowering people.
Yeah,
And Lovable is a perfect example of that.
absolutely.
It's showing us how AI can help us unlock our potential and create a more innovative and inclusive world.
I love that.
It's an exciting time to be involved in technology.
It really is.
And with tools like Lovable, anyone can be a part of it.
Yeah,
So go out there, explore, and see what you can create.
that's great advice. And on that note, I think we'll wrap up this deep dive into Lovable. We hope you've enjoyed learning about this incredible AI-powered platform.
Yeah, it's been fun talking about it.
It has been.
And be sure to tune in tomorrow evening for our next episode, where we'll be exploring the world of AI-powered music composition.
Can't wait.
So one example is this food blogger who used Lovable to build a recipe app.
Oh, cool.
And they were able to add in features for searching recipes by ingredients or dietary restrictions.
Wow, so it's like a personalized cookbook.
Exactly. And they were really happy with how quickly they were able to get it up and running.
That's awesome.
And then there's the small business owner who used Lovable to build an inventory management system.
Okay.
And they were able to track their stock levels and sales data all in one place.
Wow, this is like streamlining their whole operation.
Exactly. And it saved them a ton of time and money.
That's incredible. So it's clear that Lovable is having a real impact on people's lives.
Yeah, it's really empowering people to solve their own problems.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, from Lovable's features to its problem-solving capabilities and real-world impact.
Yeah, it's been a great discussion.
It really has. It's clear that This platform is making some serious waves in the world of app development.
It really is.
And what is exciting is that Lovable represents a much larger trend, the fusion of AI and human creativity.
Absolutely.
It's like we're entering this new era of collaborative creation where humans and AI are working together.
Yeah, to achieve things that neither could do alone.
Exactly. We're already seeing this in art, music writing, and now app development.
It's amazing.
It really is. But, as with any new technology, there are always challenges.
Of course.
So what are some of the challenges that Lovable might face as it continues to grow?
Well, one challenge is managing expectations.
Okay.
Lovable's AI is powerful, but it's not magic.
Right.
It's not like you just type in any idea and get a perfect app.
You still need to think things through and give the AI clear instructions.
That's right. It's about collaboration, not just letting the AI do everything.
Totally. And that leads to another challenge, education.
Yeah.
Lovable is making app development more accessible, but there's still a learning curve.
Absolutely.
People need to understand the basics of app design, user experience, and data management.
That's right. It's not just about using Lovable's interface.
It's about understanding the whole app development process.
Exactly. So while Lovable lowers the technical barriers, it doesn't eliminate the need for human knowledge and expertise.
It actually makes those skills even more valuable.
Right. Because as AI takes over the more mundane tasks, the ability to think critically and creatively becomes even more important.
Well said. Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive, let's turn our attention to the future.
Okay.
What's next for Lovable? What are some of the exciting things on the horizon?
Well, they're constantly working to enhance the AI's ability to understand natural language
Okay.
and to generate code for even more complex functionalities.
So we can expect Lovable to tackle even more ambitious projects in the future.
Absolutely. They're also working on integrating with more third-party services and APIs.
Okay, so expanding the possibilities of what you can build with Lovable.
That's right. And they're even exploring AI-assisted design.
AI-assisted design. So like the AI would help you design your app.
Yeah, exactly. You could describe the visual style and layout you want, and the AI would generate designs for you.
Wow, that's amazing. It's incredible to think about how far AI has come
It really is.
and how it's changing the way we create and interact with technology.
It's exciting.
It really is.
It's a reminder that technology is about empowering people.
Yeah.
And Lovable is a great example of that.
It really is. It shows us how AI can unlock human potential and make the world a more innovative and inclusive place.
I completely agree.
Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into Lovable.
It's been fun.
It has been. Thanks for joining us.
Of course.
And for everyone listening, we hope you've enjoyed this exploration of AI-powered app development.
Yeah.
I encourage you to check out Lovable and see what you can create. And be sure to tune in tomorrow evening for our next episode.